People don't really like these sentence placement questions because it seems like, there's a lot of stuff to do. There's just a lot of sentences. There's a big paragraph. It's time consuming. However, our strategy here is really going to solve that problem. It's to narrow our focus and try our best to understand what we're supposed to do in the most simple terms possible. So narrow your focus. First, start at sentence 2. What does that sentence say? And can we boil it down to some anchor words, right? Some ideas that are going to force us to place this in certain spots. So the first word of this sentence is an anchor word, but. Clearly, we are contrasting with whatever came before it. So let's see what this is about. That tells me I'm going to look for the opposite of that in another sentence. But now 3D scale models can be arranged with ease, which is a huge boon to scientists. So ease. Boon is maybe a harder word, but this is clearly a positive sentence. So we want some negative sentences, something about it being hard, right? Right? That's clear just from 3 words, maybe even just 2 words in the sentence that we're asked to move. So now what I do is I read the paragraph, and when I do it, I'm going to omit this sentence. So I'm just going to highlight it so it's really clear. I'm going to not read it at all because I want to read this paragraph and not get biased about where sentence 2 is supposed to be. So I'm listening as I read, and I'm looking for negative ideas, negative sentences about, models. I don't know. Just negative in general. We can keep it simple. One significant benefit of 3D printing technology is its ability to create scale reproductions of fossils. That seems pretty positive. A team led by Drexel University professor Kenneth Lacovara is making models of dinosaur bones 1/10 the bone's original sizes in order to learn how they fit together when the animals were alive. That feels pretty neutral to me, just kind of like a statement of fact, not really positive or negative. In the past, such research was limited by the weight and bulk of the fossils, as well as their preciousness and fragility. Definitely negative. Limited. Weight, bulk, fragility, preciousness. Precious is being used negatively here. So that's definitely negative. And that's an answer, right, after sentence 4. But let's read sentence 5. In many cases, scientists had to rearrange bones virtually using artists' rendering. It's not as strongly negative, but they're saying that that's a bad thing. And it's still referring back to the past, right? So notice, this is about the past. Our sentence, I didn't highlight this word the first time we went through it because I didn't think it mattered, but now I recognize that the word now is also an anchor word that helps me understand the relationship, right? In the past, things were done this way, but now they're done this way, right? In the past, things were bad, but now they are good. That's basically what we're doing here, right? And when we simplify it down to those simple ideas, it really is so much easier for us to do these kinds of sentences. The problem with these questions is that people overthink them, and they don't have an anchor. They don't have something to latch onto, some idea or concept that simplifies what they're reading. So they're trying to do too much at once. You have too many ideas in your head. You're trying to understand too much of what's going on. These are very simple. You just need to find the simple ideas that are given to you and think in those terms first. And occasionally, something like what happened at the end here with 4 and 5, there will be two options. And if you're stuck between C and D here, remember, we want to also group ideas that are similar. So it's not enough that we have a negative sentence in 4 that we want to follow with a positive sentence. We have to recognize, too, that sentence 5 is related to 4, and they have to stick together. So we can put our sentence 2, after that pair, but the pair cannot be broken up. That's another trick that the SAT lays for us. In fact, I bet if you got it wrong, you probably put C. That's my guess. So make sure you don't cut corners. Read the full paragraph. See the full picture. They love to lay this trap for you.